Finally watched this movie after being lazy for so long, and was it worth it? Watch the rest of the review and find out. The Lost World Jurassic Park is directed by Steven Spielberg, written by David Koepp, based on the novel The Lost World by Michael Crichton. Stars Jeff Goldblum reprising his role as Ian Malcolm. Also stars Julianne Moore, Pete Postlethwaite, I can't know if I pronounced that wrong, Arliss Howard. Also has Richard Attenborough reprising his role, though it's very small. It's almost like a cameo, though not much like a cameo. And you guys knew it. According to this, it's set 4 years after the events of the original film, and it's around Isla Sorna. Like that's it's an island where cloned dinosaurs by InGen have been roaming free. Now that John Hammond's nephew is taking control of the company of InGen and planning to capture the dinosaurs there and bring them to the mainland for Jurassic Park, San Diego. Hammond sends an expedition led by Malcolm to arrive there before InGen's squad. But at first, he doesn't want to go there, but once he realizes that his girlfriend Sarah, played by Julianne Moore, is there, he goes ahead there. More personal motives. That's better than greed. I have not seen Jurassic Park 3, but I heard from Chris Stuckman that was one of the motives for, like Taylor Leone and William H. Macy. I'm going to watch it for myself, and I may confirm that anyway, because, hey, he watched the movie. Zola, of course, obviously, shit goes haywire. The team does arrive, they confront each other, and now they have to face extreme danger involving the dinosaurs and work together in order to survive. Now, you guys know that I'm a huge fan of the original film. Everyone is. 5 out of 5. I mean, Steven Spielberg created such a unique and original sci-fi film in 1993 that not only became the highest-grossing film of all time when it was released, no longer obviously Avatar, though it actually might be Star Wars Episode 7. Want to bet on that? I would. Now, anyways, that's not the point, but yeah, like the original, it's a classic. Even though I did have a few problems with it. Well, not really much of a problem with it, but there was one problem I think about involving a plot hole. Because, I mean, you guys know about the T-Rex like breaking out of the gate, right? Well, when you realize that they could actually when you realize there's actually kind of like a drop down there, it was like some sort of ravine or something like that. How did T-Rex get up there? That just pissed me off. Even though I did give it a 5 out of 5, I feel like whatever. It was still cool, and the scenes are iconic. And I just don't care anymore. Because that's only the real problem I have with that movie. That's the only one scene I hated. However, this sequel is full of flaws. I'll get into that later. It's going to be hard. You can't really recreate the original. The original was groundbreaking in its use of special effects, but also Stan Winston's animatronic. They are blended together perfectly, and it overall created an experience that moviegoers had not seen before in 1993. The result was a classic, and the result won Spielberg's best. And that guy's a legend. So excited for Bridge of Spies. Now, originally it was a trilogy. We all know that it's originally a trilogy, but now they're starting it. They're now restarting the series. Sure, Jurassic World is said to be a sequel to the original Jurassic Park, but whatever. And actually, there's only 4 returning characters here. We all know Jeff Goldblum as Malcolm, Richard Attenborough as... Sorry, John Hammond. Why the hell did I zone out there? Hold on a minute. Yep. Ariana Richards as Alexis, Lex Murphy, who was John Hammond's granddaughter, and, who survived the events on Isla Nublar. And then, of course, Joseph Mazzello as Tim. Yeah. So, there's only 4 people who reprised their roles from the original film. Now, you can't really beat the original. I knew that. And even though I know it got mixed reviews, I gave this kind of an open mind. Usually I do, because, this is a classic, and why not watch them? Now, is this movie as bad as critics are saying? Somewhat. Now, what I mean is that you can't beat the original, but to be honest, you could at least try to make a worthy sequel. Is this a worthy one? Not really. I gotta turn my fan, guys. I'm getting hot. I'm kind of a little hot here. But, what do I mean? Did I hate this film? No. 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 I didn't hate this film, but there are a lot of flaws with it, particularly from a character and story basis. more than the first one, because I mean, I only had one plot hole in there, that's it. But this movie just didn't really work for me. Mostly from terms of the characters. Even though you had such intelligent characters like Sarah, one scene, I'm spoiling this, I'm sorry you guys haven't seen this, but it's been so many years, you guys have seen this. It was a huge hit when it came out. Anyways, there's one scene, well, she had a freaking, like once, you remember that one scene in Jurassic World where, like, I mean, like, you know, Nick and Sarah were helping this baby T-Rex with a broken leg, and in fact she had blood on her vest. She kept it on throughout most of the movie. Why? It has blood in there and T-Rexes can track it. Why did you not throw it away? That was so fucking stupid. But there are a lot of stupid scenes in this movie, but I don't want to get into the positives first. Yeah, that was one con. I'll go back to that later. The positives. The special effects are good. They are still very good, and so are the animatronics. And the way Spielberg blends them together is seamless. It's perfect. And of course you have Stan Winston with the animatronics. They're great. They feel real. Also, the designs of the dinos are good. I also found the movie entertaining at some points. I mean, even with the dinosaur, with the dinosaur just raging through San Francisco, I found it entertaining. Even though it got a little stupid at some points, overall I thought it was kind of fun seeing, you know, like the actual T-Rex just smashes San Diego. It was cool. And even there was a guy who was eaten. That guy who tried to get into a store and got eaten. It actually was the screenwriter of this movie, David Koepp. Yeah, I actually could tell. And I knew about that before I saw this, but actually you can tell from his photos. I've seen some photos. I saw one photo of him, and yeah, it's him. He hasn't aged a lot. I've seen a couple photos of him, so yeah, I could tell. It was easy. But that's not the point. I also did thought the cast was fine. I thought they were okay. Even the girl who played Kelly, though I didn't think she was the best character, I thought she was okay. Vince Vaughn gives a solid role. I don't think he was the best. He was very flat face. He didn't have much heavy emotion, but I do think he did okay. So I thought he was fine. He wasn't the best casting choice, but he wasn't awful. He wasn't really wooden. Just I wanted some more emotion. I wanted more facial expressions and more emotion in his facial expressions. Jeff Goldblum, it's nice to see him back. Even though he's a lot more dark and serious, I still think he tried to crack up some witty one-liners, and I thought they were kind of funny. They weren't really as funny, though, as the first, obviously. And his character's a lot more darker, a lot more traumatized, because, I mean, yeah, dinosaurs try to kill you, so yeah, how would you not be traumatized? I thought he was fine. It's nice to see him, because, I mean, he adds credibility to a role. Jeff Goldblum's likable. Julianne Moore, I think she's a great actress. I have not seen her in a lot of movies. I think I've seen her in, well, Boogie Nights, obviously, and still Alice. I'm not sure I've seen her in a lot else, but she is really talented. She's a great actress. Here, I think she did good, too. I thought she was good in the role, and I thought she was a good addition. Yeah. I found it really entertaining at times. But there are some problems I have with this movie. You can't beat the first one, obviously, and I knew that. I wasn't thinking about it. The darker tone, yeah, was a dark tone fine? I guess so. I didn't think it was a major problem, but yeah. There are times when they tried being a little humorous to it that it felt that the dark tone was more overpowering the more comedic aspects of this film. Also, there were some scenes I thought were kind of stupid, such as the one where Malcolm's daughter, Kelly, is doing gymnastics and she kicks a velociraptor and it falls and it crashes through a window. I thought that was stupid. I'm not even joking. Everyone could say it was stupid. Aspects of the San Francisco destruction were stupid. San Diego. Why did I say San Francisco? I thought some of the San Diego, like, destruction, like, some of the scenes were stupid, such as the kid who was not that shocked when he saw a fucking dinosaur. I thought it was stupid. Also, a kid taking a picture. Wow, there's a fucking dinosaur in your backyard. How the hell are you not scared? I'd be pissing my pants and be screaming. That thing would probably kill me. Or trashing the house. I forgot some more positives. There are some suspenseful scenes. There are some that almost feel like a homage and feel like they're almost like callbacks to Jurassic Park. And while you can really tell they were callbacks, I think they were fine. Like, I mean, the one involving the trailer, like Sarah falling and the glass breaking, that actually looked pretty tense. And especially whenever it came to the dinosaurs, there's no denying it was tense. I mean, Spielberg knew how to use the CGI to his advantage. He knew what to do. He knows what he's doing. But it's not up to par with the first one. Let's just say that. The villains aren't very strong. I mean, like, InGen as a whole, I mean, they're not the greatest villains because they don't seem to do a lot of physical shit. Especially like the main, like the new CEO, like Hammond's, his grandson. Yeah, I thought it was kind of stupid. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the strongest one. He was a little bit more like a generic guy who just sits around, he kind of just like stands around, doesn't really do anything. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, sure, but maybe then I should have expected that. I mean, when do I even care anymore? That's more of a nitpick. I mean, okay, sure, it's not an action movie, but yeah. He's a fine guy. I don't think he was the greatest choice for a villain. He was also a little obvious. I also found some parts kind of predictable. I found a few parts predictable, such as whenever they were in the communications building, when Velociraptor was going to jump through a glass. Whenever like Ian went through a door and that that it would jump through a glass window. Yeah. Also, what would happen to the CEO? You guys, I'm sick of the sound of spoiling this, but seriously, this came out so many years ago. Shit. Whatever. Yeah, I could predict a few things. Also, some of the characters I thought made some stupid decisions. Not only with Sarah not keeping on her blood-ridden vest, but also Kelly. She was just really not much of an addition to character. She was only suitable for one scene. That was, yeah, the gymnastics scene involving the Velociraptor. That was kind of stupid. It's just sorry, I've zoned out for a while, but I have to admit this is a really weak seat. This is a weak follow up. It's not bad. I think if you saw for Jurassic Park, and I'm sorry for spoiling this, but come in with an open mind. Come in this with an open mind, and judge it for yourself. I think you might find it entertaining. You may be a little disappointed, but I don't know. Other issues with it, one guy, whenever these people were cornered by a T-Rex in a waterfall, a snake went into his shirt, and for some reason he started moving around like an idiot, and he got caught. I found this incredibly stupid. There are so many scenes there are a couple scenes I thought were stupid, and they were just some characters that didn't really fit with the character decisions that didn't fit with me, and are kind of done only to really extend the runtime or just add some sort of terror to it. And I think the biggest issue with this movie is the script. I just feel like there's just, the characters, there's not a lot of fun characters. There's no real sense of awe or fun because of the darker tone. And also, I just didn't really like, this movie it just wasn't the first Jurassic Park. Now, I know it's a sequel, and I know it's going to be different, and I know it's different in terms of tone, but still at least be on its own, or at least be a worthy follow-up to the original. And it's not much of that, because, I mean, I did find some scenes kind of stupid. And, overall, I just didn't really like anything, and I just found some things hard to like. The fact is, this movie also becomes like a monster movie, like in the last scene. Well, not really in the last scene, but in the last, when we're on the mainland, it starts becoming like a disaster movie. I feel like it just doesn't know how to shift. It's almost like it doesn't know what it is sometimes. It's almost like it doesn't know what it is. Well, I may be a little distracted on that, but it's just a change in tone. And while I think is entertaining, it's just not fitting in terms of a story basis. Yeah, I mean, this movie actually got 3 Razzie nods. Worst screenplay for David Koepp, worst remake or sequel, and worst reckless disregard for human life or public property. Well, yeah, but I don't get the other one. That's just a special Razzie. They always do that shit. Would I say worst screenplay? Somewhat. I don't think it's a bad. I mean, I don't know what bad movies came out in 1997. Okay, I know there are a few movies that came out in the 90s. Came out the same year. I mean, we have fucking Batman and Robin. Oh, wait, I'm gonna make sure it's 1997. I do think it is though. Yeah. So yeah, we have Batman and Robin, motherfucker. This isn't a great sequel. That's all I can say. There are some fun characters. There are some fun some characters, well, not really. There's not a lot of fun characters. There are some characters that you enjoy. There is some bit of nostalgia. There are some good special effects, good animatronics. And they are blended together well thanks to Steven Spielberg's direction. But I do think the story I do think the script was the weakest part of the movie. I just didn't really enjoy everything about it. And overall, I found it mostly an okay sequel. It's not a terrible sequel, but it's not a great one either. I thought it was okay. I had some issues with it. I enjoyed some things, but overall, it's just overall an okay sequel. Not the best follow-up to such an iconic and such mass hit. Seriously, Jurassic World better than this, and I like Jurassic World. What would I give this movie? Maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Because even though I had because I mean the characters, some of their decisions were stupid. I felt like it didn't really seem to differentiate a lot from the new Jurassic Park. I mean, there wasn't a lot of differentiations except from the from the tone, setting, and characters. Some situations were kind of altered a bit, but overall they were kind of almost the same, and they tried raising it. And while I do think Steven Spielberg tried the best with what he could do, especially with the material, with the lackluster, with the subpar script he was given, I still think this movie could have been a little better in terms of a follow-up. Would I give it a 3 out of 5? I don't know. Maybe more of a 2.5. Maybe more of a 2.5. Because, I mean, I just didn't really... This movie's a little disappointing. And while there are some fun moments, and it's worth kind of rewatching for some sequences, particularly San Diego, I just was a little disappointed. Anyways, guys, my review for The Lost World Jurassic Park. Comment below what did you think about it. How would you compare it to the first one? What do you agree on? What don't you agree on? Are there some things that I missed that you want to talk about? I actually just watched this movie. Finished it a while ago. Anyways, guys, comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos. It's also nice seeing, this is in addition to my Jurassic Lost World review, it's nice seeing the John Williams score back, but I mean, there's still that sense of awe and wonder in it. But the problem is the sense of awe in the movie is not much the same. There's some instances of it, but it's not always there. That's the problem. It's just very minimal. I mean, come on, there's something more serious about it. I mean, you can't lay back and realize, oh my God, it's still amazing to see these dinosaurs. Because I mean, come on, how would you react even if you were a little bit traumatized or you weren't really the same following Isle of Nublar events? Actually, I don't even know. I probably would have been a little scared, but I probably would have been a little scared actually. Yeah. I didn't hate this film, but it wasn't very good either. Anyways, guys, that's just additional stuff I wanted to talk about that I missed. And, yeah. Spielberg still offers up thrills. He offers up a good sense of terror, but not much of a sense of awe. Mostly I think it's because of the script dragging him down, which is very sad. There's some instances of it, but overall I think it was a little strange to never have that complete sense of awe and wonder that he had in the first one. Yeah. That's it, guys. I'm going to end it here. Just, yeah, there's probably some stuff that I missed that I wanted to add. I'm not amateur, guys. And, yeah. I think we'll leave it at that. Just, comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Okay, you're going to be laughing your ass off at this, guys. You may be getting annoyed, but this is it. The humor. There's not much of the humor there, mostly because of the darker tone, but, you know, whatever. There are some jokes that hit. I feel like that there's some situations that they were stupid, especially like the gymnastics scenes did. School cut, they said, like the joke saying the school actually cut you from the team. Yeah, I mean, that joke could have actually made the scene almost worthwhile, not as stupid. But yeah, the scene is still stupid. Yeah, I mean, not much of the humor is there. I mean, I think Jeff Goldblum still manages to be kind of like Ian with the humor aspect. But yeah, not really. The humor doesn't hit as much. I didn't find the movie as funny as the first one. A lot of great humor in there. But yeah, whatever. That's it, guys. This is it. I am done for real. Comment on anything else and for this is it. I am done. I am motherfucking done with this. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.